This is the story of the magical forest, and the trees, and the turkeys, and the things. But then...
Don't spoil the story. How about just the magic forest?
Magical forest and the things.
What's magical about it?
The forest and the things.
But-
That's why they call it the magical forest
Got it.
and the things. The magic forest had magic apple trees, and magic chocolate trees, and magic turkeys. And that's what the people ate. And there are also dog trees, and that's what the dogs ate. And the turkeys ate the turkey trees, and sometimes even cut down a tree and make a house out of it. One day, the people in the woods were helping each other collect apples, and turkeys, and wood. And they found a giant...
A giant what?
Just a giant!
Oh, right.
And the giant said, "Hi." And the people said, "Hi, don't step on us." And the giant said, "Okay." And then he helped them get a tree for the house. It was so easy, so he got them 2 trees. And the house was extra big because 2 trees. And everyone high-fived them. And then the other people wanted a big house too. And so they asked him for 3 trees. And he did it. And then people gave them high fives. One family asked for a house made from 50, 100 trees. So all of the toys could each have their own room. And the dog had its own room. And so did the cat and the hermit crab. Everyone wanted to give that person a high five. No one wanted little houses anymore. And the giant was building houses all day long. And he used all the trees near the people. And then he had to walk really far away to get more trees. And they planted more food trees, but baby trees take a really long time to become grown-up trees. Hungry people started stealing food from each other, and everyone was arguing a lot. There were only a few trees left in the whole forest. And the people asked, "Who did this?" And someone said, "The giant did it." They told the giant to stop killing the trees. And he did not listen. And they made a sign that said, "Save the trees." But the giant ignored the sign. And the people went out to the last trees of the forest and yelled and screamed and stood in the way. But the giant was walking towards them. And they were afraid that they were going to get smaller.
You guys want cauliflower or broccoli with dinner?
Mom, we're making a movie.
Cauliflower it is.
Finally, one little kid found out how to save the trees. It was personal responsibility. Responsibility?
No,
Responsibility?
Let's...
We are killing the trees. And everyone said, "What?" We keep telling him to build huge houses. And so the family who's getting the next house asked the giant just to build them a normal house with 1 tree. And the giant just took 1 tree and made them a small house. They were sad to have the smallest house, but then everyone gave them a high five. And then the next people who needed a house did the same thing. And then everyone gave them high fives too. Suddenly, everyone wanted a small house. The family with the huge house made from 50, 100 trees felt really silly and let a whole bunch of people move in with them. The hermit crab had to share a room with the dog and cats, but they all high-fived. And there were still magical apples and dog food, and cat food, and chocolate. And the baby trees grew up, and now there's plenty of trees. And now the giant has time to dig wells and make spaceships. And that's the story of the magical forest and the things. The end.